Absolute Superman teams up with the Omega Men. It's time we dive into issue 9, so let's get right into it. It kicks off with the Omega Men doing surgery on Superman, trying to remove the kryptonite bullets. Anesthesia doesn't work on him, so he's feeling everything. They were able to remove one of the 3 bullets, but all that pain made Superman accidentally destroy everything around him. All the equipment is destroyed, and if they don't get those 2 bullets out now, they never will. So Superman grabs the pliers and starts removing one himself. He successfully pulls it out, but he can't do that again without passing out. So Primus pulls up on him and tells the Omega Men to bring the box. She puts it above him, then it activates. That thing looks mad similar to a mother box. We then cut to Lois in a Lazarus prison cell, and Ra's al Ghul pulled up on her. Agent Lois Lane, you will answer my questions as if your life depended on it. Who am I, and why am I here? You're Ra's al Ghul, reclusive founder and CEO of Lazarus Corp. You never show your face in public, so you want me to be especially impressed that you came all the way here just to tell me that despite my arrest in Kansas, despite my brutal betrayal of Lazarus, I'm not being fired. I'm not going to jail. I won't be disappeared down one of your oil wells, though I'm sure those options were carefully considered. Neither am I allowed to quit. You're here to remind me that I work for Lazarus, for you, and there's work to be done. Ra's al Ghul loved that intense-ass response. Brilliant. I couldn't have said it better myself. But Lois isn't finished. To encourage my allegiance, you're going to remind me that you literally own my father's legs, that you can disable his Lazarus prosthetics with the flip of a switch, and you'll do it with a smile, because that always makes the threat more unsettling, doesn't it? I almost feel sorry for you, Ra's. May I call you Ra's? You may call me. You have no idea how the world has changed, Ra's, because you haven't met him yet. Once Superman's standing in front of you, you'll realize how small you've become. Brainiac did not exaggerate when it comes to the sharpness of your acumen, Agent Lane. But I fear I must correct you on one minor detail. Disappoint me again, child, and I will not, as you say, flip a switch. Ra's al Ghul will summon your father and put the pathetic cripple out of his misery with my own hands. As soon as Lois heard that, she lunged at him with a dagger and put that shit up to his neck. Do it. Open my throat and I promise I will rise again on the morrow. Can you say the same? Lazarus means life, Agent Lane. You hold your father's in your hands. Remember your love for him as you fulfill your duty, and bring me my son. Weeks later, after Superman's surgery, the Omega Men pulled up on a Lazarus base, and they're trying to kill shit. But Superman's not with the killing. He said he would help, but no one dies. He then dashes towards the facility and takes out a whole bunch of peacemakers at hyper speed. He says he likes to work alone, but Soul finds that offensive because he's right there with him. Soul tells Superman
not to exert himself too much, or he's gonna reopen his wounds.
Soul, I think we've been here long enough to say that there's no such thing as being careful on this planet. And at this point, all I am is a wound. At that moment, a Peacemaker mech grabs him. Peacemakers have the super insurgent in custody. Lazarus means justice for radicals, you flying freak. And they start pulling on Superman's limbs.
Your wounds are bleeding. Activate solar flare mode. Cal, please listen to me. No matter what happens, you cannot allow the Omega Men to use that infernal device on you again. Do you hear me, Kal-El? You must never go near that box.
We then flash back to earlier, and Superman asks Jimmy about the box. Jimmy says he heard many different explanations. Some people say it dropped from space. Some people say it came from Earth. Primus says it comes from God. Superman tells Jimmy that the box told him its name. It's called the Father Box. So that God that Primus is talking about is definitely Darkseid. Superman says the box showed him a world erupting in flames. But it wasn't the past or a faraway planet. It was the world that's coming. This world. You saw what will happen if we don't stop Lazarus Corp. Primus says their boss is a certified maniac. The kind of guy who unleashes a deadly virus so he can sell the cure, manipulates the weather to cause drought and starvation, culling people like herds of sheep. Superman asks Jimmy, do do you trust Primus? Maybe she goes too far sometimes, but after what I've seen, I can't help but wonder, is too far really far enough? Who are you, Jimmy Olsen? Why do you want to be an Omega Man? My story's nothing special. I had one of those late night existential crises about the state of the world. You know, doom scrolling on the toilet. When I suddenly realized, someday, I'm gonna have a kid who will look up to me and ask, Dad, what did you do when the world went to doo-doo? And I want to be able to tell him I did something, you know? I didn't just sit around staring at my phone. I went to where the people were fighting to make a difference. And I fought too. But the thing is, right after I joined, Primus showed me the intel she gathered on Lazarus and their Brainiac algorithm, their long history of atrocities, plus all the craziness that's supposedly hidden in Area 41, the government's Project Olympus, the world's richest psychopath, some guy they call the Joker, absolute Flash and Batman reference. After that, well, the first thing I did was get a vasectomy. You asked me, do I trust Primus? If I was you, whoever you are, I wouldn't trust anybody on this whole rotten planet. Primus interrupts their convo and tells them about a protest that went down in Pakistan. Civilians ran a protest wanting to defund the peacemakers, but Lazarus lasered them a terrorist threat, and now they're being held at a Lazarus facility. So Primus wants to liberate them all. Superman's like, say less, I'm pulling up too. This is his way of repaying them for helping him out with the bullet shit. But he says the one thing he won't allow is killing. Back on the battlefield, we see that Superman destroyed the mechs. Soul tells him that
The Father Box is extremely dangerous.
So, I never heard you like this. You sound almost frightened.
I am a vestige of the Kryptonian Luminarium, imbued with limited sentience by Laura L. I am not capable of such emotion. It is you who should be frightened, Kal-El, of what this clearly corrupted world might do to you, of the sort of man it may be turning you into.
So, you saved my life. You're all that's left of Krypton. But I'm getting awfully tired of people telling me who I am when I don't even know myself. So do me a favor, will you? And shut the hell up!
As you wish, Kal-El. Disabling voice mode.
After that, Superman locates the prisoners, and he punches through the wall. And we see that all the protesters have already been hung. Superman starts talking to himself. I was too hard on Soul. He's right to be worried. Every day I spend under this sun, I grow stronger, angrier, and further removed from who I was. That sheepish child of the Redlands, a boy who saw his family murdered, as surely as if someone put a gun to their innocent heads and kept pulling the trigger. Their murderer followed me across space to continue its age-old killing spree, even with an entire planet in its gullet. Its hunger for brutality and inhumanity remains insatiable. Krypton is dead, destroyed by its own hubris and gluttony. Long live Krypton. I have to get away from these people. I'll go to the tallest mountain, or maybe I can jump to the moon. Someplace no one can find me. No one who can possibly need anything from me. No one screaming for me to save them, join them, liberate, or avenge them. No one lost in the need of salvation. No one else like me. Superman is sick of all the bullshit on Earth. He realizes how dark this universe is. Superman, do you see it now? Lazarus will exterminate anyone who stands in their way. You don't fight something like that by pulling your own damn punches. You were sent here for a reason, Superman. No, you don't get to. I see the anger inside you, begging to come out. Stop holding back the volcano. You can't tell me why I was. Stop pretending to be this naive boy, soft as Kansas cottonwood. Be the man of steel. March right back into that base with me, right now. No. And together we'll kill every peacemaker we find. Leave nothing but ashes. Then we track down Christopher Smith and hang his body from the flagpole at Lazarus headquarters so everyone can see him. Stop talking, please. All that leaves is the demon's head himself. Ra's al Ghul, most evil man alive. Kill him! Kill him with me, Superman. One death to save billions. No, I have to go. And don't any of you try to find Primus. In all the chaos, we didn't realize we left a man behind. What? What are you talking about? Agent Alpha. We forgot about Olsen. And we see Jimmy now captured by Lazarus. And the person about to interrogate him is Agent Lane. You don't have any rights here, Omega Men, except the right to tell me everything you know about Superman while you still can. Just look at her face, bro. She's not playing games. Unfortunately, that's the end of this issue. Let me know your thoughts on it in the comments. And on that note, I'ma see y'all boys and girls next time.